Okay. We left off last time with everyone going to bed after a long night at a tavern where a little bit of stuff happened with the Twilight Masquerade. And Riley and Haldir had a little bit of fun upstairs. You guys wake up in the morning, and I believe you guys talked about a few different things that you wanted to do between going to the Emerald Outpost or going back to the Sword Coast. So what would you guys like to do?
I believe we should probably actually buy a map so we can plan our actions better.
I mean,
Okay.
that's a good idea.
Isn't Emerald Coast in the or the Sword Coast, or
No, no, it's not.
no?
Okay. You would like to go buy a map?
I thought-
Yes, we like to.
The maps here in town are being sold on the market side for 15 gold. So if you'd like to buy a map, it would be 15 gold.
I will definitely do that.
Very well. This map is a map of Tal'Dorei exclusively. That's all they're currently selling is just Tal'Dorei. So as you open up the map, you see a road going from Amman that goes directly south and kind of curves a little bit, and that would be the road that leads towards the Emerald Outpost that you see.
Well, considering how close the Emerald Outpost is, we should probably head to there. And I believe the reason we're going there is because Kondar said that's where he last heard his people may have been. He heard something about that. So I think we head to the Emerald Outpost, investigate that a little bit, see where that goes, and then once we're done with that, then we can head back to the Sword Coast and figure out more information on this amulet that Ainz was talking about, the one that his parents used and everything. Figure out more of that magic.
Does everyone else agree with him, or anyone else want to say anything?
It's a pretty good idea.
Good with it.
Fantastic idea.
Fantastico.
How do you plan on making the
Alright.
journey? Are you just walking?
I believe. Don't we have a carriage?
How long?
You do. I believe you left it at the Amethyst's house.
Yeah.
So is your plan to go to Amethyst's house and grab the carriage and use it?
Yeah. And I will, because this is kind of we're going to try and find Kondar's people. I'm going to suggest that he is the one who drives the carriage. Jesus, what was that?
Very well. Kondar,
Yep.
have you driven a carriage before?
Nope.
I need you to roll.
Animal handling?
Yeah, let's go animal handling. Okay. You guys make it to Amethyst's house. You untie the carriage from one of the posts so that you could use the horse. And you guys load the carriage up with whatever you need for the trip. And you guys begin your journey. As you leave the gates of Amon, and you come out to the nice gravel road leading down to the Emerald Outpost, it is only a day's journey. However, there are some bumps along the way. As you are going down the road, you guys come across a group of soldiers, all that have a signet on it that you haven't seen before. There's 4 soldiers in the front, followed by a carriage in the back that looks like it's made for people not to get out of. So it looks like a big metal carriage.
Prison transport or something?
Basically a prison transport, yes, is what you see. With a couple soldiers following behind.
Can I roll something to see if I can recognize the symbol.
Sure.
What would you like me to roll?
I would like you to roll a insight check.
Okay. That's 14.
You do recognize the symbol as you've seen it before on a flag. You do know that the flag was here in Taldore that you saw, but you do not recognize exactly where it was from.
Okay. I will look the opposite direction from them. Make sure
I
they
think
don't
we should
see
open
me.
the carriage.
Wait, make sure they don't see you. Why don't you want them to see you?
My eye.
Oh, I was gonna say, can we stop and ask them who they're carrying?
I mean, feel free. I'm just not going to look at them. And it might be a good idea to, honestly. No, all information is good information.
Right, because we might be.
We need to
Yeah.
approach them. That's the decision. Let's
Yeah.
approach.
I mean, we're passing each other anyway.
Yeah, might as well.
You guys get about 30 feet away from them. And as you start to slow down your carriage, the guards start to become a little tense. And you see a few of them kind of break off in front of your carriage and yell, "Stop."
We're just seeing if you're like a or
Escort.
escort.
Yes, do not get too close.
Okay. We'll be on our merry way then.
While they're talking, I'm not going anywhere. While they're talking to each other, I'm gonna roll stealth and try to sneak behind the carriage and see what's inside.
Okay.
Why don't we just wait till they pass and look at what's inside?
24.
I'll be right back. Sorry, guys.
I
You can
guess
continue.
I guess I will try to play a distraction, but I need to make sure. I don't have my
I'd like
iPad
to
or anything
trip and
anymore.
fall.
Are you going to try to distract them, Fate?
I was going to just try and have a conversation with them basically as a distraction, but I guess
Roll
that guy wants
charisma.
to fall.
Wait, what does the guy want to do?
He wants to
Trip and fall.
We are in a carriage.
Yeah, you're
No,
in the
walk
carriage.
out.
You want to try to get up and walk off?
Oh, that's a bad idea.
No, I thought I was outside the
Walking
carriage.
Besides, no.
Yeah.
No, you're all in the carriage currently.
Okay.
I rolled a 21, and while
Very
I'm
well.
talking to them, I will say I did get like a piece of cloth and tied around my head to cover my one eye.
So
Thorm,
you got hit.
because he is distracting him, I'll let you roll with advantage. So roll stealth one more time.
I mean, he still got a 20, and like he already did amazing. Let's see if he
Exact
rolls a
same
natural
thing.
20.
The
He did
exact same roll. Nice. All right. As Fate, you are having a conversation with them. One of the
Small
guards in
talk.
particular is asking you about your eye, asking if you're injured, if you need medical attention.
I appreciate it. No, don't worry. It's just it's a minor damage.
Just but a flesh wound. It would have been
His whole
perfect.
party's cut off.
How many people are
It's
in
not
your
this-
party?
One moment. I'm just gonna turn around and
5.
pretend to start counting.
Wait, 6.
6.
How many weapons do you have on board?
Not very many. I don't believe. Few of us are armed people.
Before you leave, we must inspect your vessel to make sure that you don't have anything of harm to us.
We do have some weapons on board. That's something I wasn't trying to say we have none, but I'm saying we don't have many, and we, of course, mean you no harm.
Of course. Allow 2 of my men to come over and just take a look.
No.
Do you want us to?
Go ahead.
Guess you give up way too easy.
Yeah, why don't we just
What do we have to hide?
As 2 of them
Yeah.
begin to start walking over to you guys, and you guys start bickering a little bit in the background, this is when Thorm makes his move out of the vessel,
Yeah,
out
exactly.
of
Let's
the
just
carriage.
get them further away.
And because it is a little bit wooded, because you guys aren't in the open, this does provide a good cover for Thorm to sneak around. Thorm, as you sneak around, really all you see is a large figure that you can't really, like, he's chained up completely. And you see what looks like two large spikes at the tip above his head, but you can't really figure out exactly what he is wearing. It looks almost like he has wings on his back.
Is there any damage on like the carriage or anything that they are wearing?
What do you mean?
I'm
On your
I have a
carriage?
on theirs. I'm looking for something of theirs that might look damaged.
They
It's
don't
carriage or
have.
something they have.
You see a few chips and a couple swords from battle, because these are seasoned soldiers.
I will approach them and just trying to act hospitable and keeping their attention. I will be like, "Do you mind if I just touch your weapon for just a moment? I promise it'll. It's just to help."
Trying to see if I have lockpicks.
I
One
would
of them
look to
hands you
if
their
he agrees.
one of them hands you their sword.
I cast mending on it to repair it.
Are you a
I'd like
wizard?
to use my thief's tools to open the carriage while they're distracted.
I'll need
Not
you
a
to
good
roll.
idea.
I'll need you to roll stealth and sleight of hand.
Does he get advantage because I'm distracting him for the stealth part?
He would not get advantage because this is going to be directly next to the two
Yeah.
soldiers that are on the carriage, plus the four that are behind it that are currently now kind of on the side of it.
And responding to what he said, he asked if I'm a wizard, right?
Yes.
I will respond with, I am known to dabble in the arcane occasionally. I myself don't really.
Is this
carry any
permanent?
weapons.
Or is this an illusion?
Oh no, it is an actual fix. Have you ever heard of the mending? It's a very, very simple spell. It's just called mending. I can't repair things that are. I can't repair large breaks or anything, but I can certainly repair something as like a chip.
Interesting.
Uh,
I've had this sword for many years.
I'm
It's
glad I
nice to
could be
see
of
it
service.
full again. And he shows it to another one of the soldiers and just kind of starts talking and showing it off a little bit.
I'm of course happy to repair any other weapons that anyone has.
Thorm, as you try to pick the lock, and you try to do it as quietly as possible, you are making a little bit of noise. And as one of the soldiers are about to look back and see what's making all the ruckus, one of the other soldiers actually gets his attention to tell him about the sword and what Phaetrus did. So you do manage to pick the first lock. However, this thing is chained with 3 locks. So you'll have to roll sleight of hand 2 more times to pick all 3.
Just trying to think of other ways to distract these guys as well. Should have something somewhere.
I rolled it 2 more times.
I mean, I'll just keep talking with them and repairing their weapons and just making small talk.
As you do that, a couple of the other soldiers actually from the rear end up walking forward up to you now as well. So now you have, out of the 8 soldiers that were on the ground, you now have 6 of them up next to you. Whereas the other 2 are at the front near their horses, and there's currently 1 person driving it. Thorm, you do manage to pick all 3 locks.
Can I take the prisoner out of there, or is he also got...
The
That's-
prisoner is chained.
I didn't realize we were doing an actual jailbreak on a possible bad criminal. I thought you were just investigating.
As you open up the door does creak quite a bit, but does not alert the guard that is currently on the front. As you open it up and you walk inside, you do see an Aarakocra with all white hair, with a little bit of a black chest. And he looks up at you. His eyes are gold. What are you doing here?
Worry about that later.
They will kill you if they see you.
I'm gonna start trying to unlock his chains.
I'm going to. Do any of these soldiers seem sick or hurt or anything?
They seem malnourished because they've been traveling for a long time.
You all seem like you might be hungry. I don't mean to keep you for very long, but we do have food on board our carriage. If you would like a meal, I've been told I'm pretty great at making a meal.
I appreciate the gesture, but we must be going.
For what harm is it? You are brave soldiers. You require a little bit of attention. You look out for the people. Someone should look out for you.
We appreciate that, but we've been given stern orders. Unfortunately, the person in the back there is under a lot of treason, and they must be tried.
But that can wait just an hour, can't it? All I want to do is make sure that when you're doing your job, you're at your best. It's where are they gonna run off to? They're right there. There's no way they could go anywhere where we're all looking at it. They can't escape.
That is true. He looks at a
Just
couple of the
please,
other
just
guys
give
and
me-
they talk a little bit as you're still talking to try and convince them. And you convince a few of them, but you do have one guard in particular that's very reluctant and he kind of steps back a little bit and he doesn't agree.
I will reach into our carriage, grab a bottle. I'm assuming at least one of us carries alcohol with them. So I'm gonna find a bottle of alcohol and I'm gonna walk up to him, and I'm gonna hold out the bottle for him, and I will also hold a piece of bread out to him as well. A snack while I finish the main course.
A few of them that were completely fine with doing it in the beginning take it. The one that is reluctant still will not, and he is getting more and more fed up with waiting.
Can I ask your
God.
name, sir?
Riker.
Riker. I'm assuming, like most knights, you are a swordsman?
No.
Not. What is it that you do?
I dabble in long-range combat.
Ah, an archer. My friend Caloran here, he is quite a good archer. I'm curious if you can match his skills.
Not a chance.
Jeez, how big is
Appreciate
that
the gesture.
prisoner? How tall is it?
Huh?
What do you mean it?
How tall is the cage thing?
The cage?
Yeah, let's
Uh,
draw attention to it, though. We don't want them to look that way.
No. I'll just be like sipping in a little alcohol.
The cage is 8 feet.
I'm just sipping on alcohol,
Uh,
talking to these guys.
Be more subtle
Uh,
than that.
I'm going to pull
Thorm, roll
Caloran
sleight of hand.
off the current, and I'm going to take
There
an
we go.
apple. You better succeed at this, Caloran. I'm gonna throw the apple into the air and tell him to shoot it.
Aha! Alright.
I need you to roll to hit, Kelleran.
Natural 20,
Alright.
come on, natural 20.
Let's go, natty 20.
Let's go.
Come on.
Hey!
That's 23.
You throw the apple up into the air, and Kelleran pulls his bow back without even holding it in his hands at first. He grabs the bow, quickly puts a quiver in it, pulls it back, and shoots it. And you see as the apple blows apart and falls down. And a few of the soldiers actually grab it and taste the apple, and it actually is pretty good.
Easy
Ow.
peasy.
Atta
A
tasty
few of them
boy.
start
Riker.
clapping, but the other one that's standing there, Riker, he does not look amused at all.
Now, Riker, how good of an archer would you say you are?
Better than that.
Is that so? If I were to throw 2 apples, do you think you could hit them both?
I have a better idea. He grabs a small piece of silver. And he puts the piece of silver on his thumb. And he flips the silver up in the air. Quickly pulls out an arrow and shoots the silver back, so hard that you hear a loud king, and as the silver flies up into the air more and then falls down.
Wait, what did we hear?
Press.
What
He
was the
shot-
noise?
He shot a piece of silver. It was a king.
Wait, what did we hear?
The fuck?
Now I got 2 of you doing it.
I don't know what you're talking about. What is... I don't understand the joke, but anyway, let's continue with the game. I'll look over to Calran. Do you think you could do that, Calran?
Did
I
my
could do
sleight
that
of
pretty
hand
soon.
work?
You
I was
are-
waiting for the thing.
You unlock the lock, and you are taking the chains off of him. This is the part where you're going to need to roll stealth, because chains are very loud. And he is wrapped more than once.
24.
The exact same stealth roll. 3 times in a row. That's unreal.
That is unbelievable.
Mo's just copying and pasting, baby.
You unwrap the chains around him the entire time. And as you're doing this, he's talking to you. Why are you doing this? I don't know you.
I have a friend that's a bird too.
You have someone like me.
Yes.
That's impossible.
Well, let's get out of here and then you can see for yourself.
Very well. As you unchain him, he stands up. And you walk off the carriage out in front of him. And as soon as he walks out, he kicks one of the guards that were standing on top of the carriage in the back and knocks him off the carriage. How dare you chain me?
That
Alright.
wasn't subtle.
Throw the coin up and I'll hit it. I promise.
As he
I think
does
if-
this, you see the other guards turn around and drop the food and pull out their weapons. Thieves! How dare you!
Attack.
I clearly had no part in this.
Okay,
You
well, if you
see-
guys want to continue to play nice, I'll just have this big ass bird fly me away.
You see as the guards, 2 of them stand there with swords out at you guys, as the other guards run back to the bird, who then grabs Thorm and does fly up into the air.
Oh,
And I would like to
my.
emphasize, I did make sure to say that we had 6 party members. I think I was right. I tried to exclude Thorm from my head count.
You see as he flies up in the air, you watch as Riker, who claimed to be a great archer, pulls out his bow and aims it up at the bird as he begins to fly up. As he releases the arrow,
Can I do like a sleight of hand thing to try and stealth
Yes.
cast a minor illusion
yes,
without anyone noticing?
Do I know who this bird is?
If that doesn't work, I have a plan.
13? Is that good enough?
no one would be paying attention to you enough to notice, so yes. What illusion would you like to cast?
I try to make I try to make another version of them, like looking as if it's also flying next to them as it's taking off.
What the hell? As you do this, he releases his arrow. Thorm, what would you like to do?
Try to shoot the arrow with my bow.
Roll to hit. You will need to roll a natural 18 without the bonus to hit arrow to arrow.
Well, I mean, I don't got any better plan, so.
I mean, hopefully he shoots the wrong one anyway.
Oh, so
That
close.
was close.
You shoot your arrow, which just narrowly misses the arrow that he shot. and you hit one of the feathers on the initial arrow, doing just enough to send it sideways, hitting the other illusion that was being cast and missing you guys, who he
And
was
right
initially
as it
aiming
hits that,
for.
just to make sure I don't get caught, I will drop the illusion just to make sure they
And
don't
as he
notice
hits
was
the
me.
other illusion, it disappears. And the arrow that you shot, because it was at the same trajectory that he shot, actually flies out and it hits Riker in the chest.
Do I gotta hit the damage thing?
Yes. That's as good as you
9.
could roll. And as you guys are up in the air, the bird then flies you off, more towards the Emerald Outpost. And you
I
guys
will
go into
act
the trees
I
and
will act
vanish.
concerned for Riker, and I will walk up to him and cast Cure Wounds.
As you try to get down, a couple of the guards get in front of you. Stop!
I'm
This
just
is your
gonna
guys'
say,
fault.
what is that thing?
That's not good. We have one of them with us. That's a stupid thing to say.
Oh,
He's not.
that's
fully
what you were
narcotic.
keeping prisoner?
I'm just trying to help him. We did not mean for any of this to happen.
dare
I
we trust
genuinely I genuinely didn't think someone would be dumb enough to try and break out a prisoner with the guards standing right next to it.
And as you guys are saying that, and the guards are standing here, you hear Riker on the ground. God damn it! This is what they tell us in training. This is why we do not give up the rear.
I think your buddy's gonna
I
die.
will put a hand on him even as they're trying to stop me and cast Cure Wounds, which will do 16 give him 16 health points back, so he's back to full.
Okay. You walk over to him, and you very carefully pull the arrow out of his chest. And then you cure the wound that was in his chest. And as he has blood coming out of his mouth from the blood that is coming from his body, you cure the wound, and his chest wound heals up, but the hole where the arrow was is still there.
I will rip part of my clothing so I can bandage it.
How did you do that?
Like I said, I practiced the arcane a little bit. I also, well, if it'll make you trust me a little bit more, have you heard of the god Heimdall?
One quick question.
No. What?
Should I still be here, or am I now gone?
You're fine. You can stay. I mean, you just don't know any of this.
Okay.
One, I do like, unless it's extremely important, I do not want to pull people away constantly like I used to. Just so everyone can enjoy what's happening. Just know that if I say that you're not present, you are not present, and any of this you do not know in character.
Fair enough. I can do that.
Well, I haven't even really told my friends this, but I actually made a pact with the god Heimdall. He's the god of light, and he's granted me the abilities like this, to where I can heal you.
I appreciate it.
And I will
We
stand
will-
back up, but put my hands up still.
Unfortunately, you're all under arrest.
That is understandable.
We will need to bring you in to explain what happened here.
I'm sorry, what do you mean you all?
Can I
All
just
of
drop
you.
my... Can I hand them this sword? Because I don't want to throw it in the dirt. Gotta keep it clean.
Do you want to hand them your katana?
Yeah, we're under arrest.
Very well.
I'm not giving him shit.
They're gonna take it anyways.
No,
Fight
they're
me.
not.
You may keep
I
your
ain't do a
weapons.
fucking thing.
You may keep your weapons, and we will not chain you. but you will follow us to the Emerald Outpost.
I can get down with that.
Are we gonna go hunt that thing down again? Yes.
No. I fear I know where he's going.
We will, of course, follow.
Very well. You see a few of them return. However, 4 of them stay behind your carriage. And only one of them goes inside of the carriage. And basically stands up next to where the large prison, I guess you would call it, was. And just watches you guys the entire time.
When we're in our carriage, I'm just gonna lean over and like whisper to Akai. This is why we shouldn't help random people.
And you guys continue down. And as you guys continue, you hear ambient sounds from the forest, like owls, wolves, those kind of things. And as you approach Emerald Outpost, you look off into the side, and you see Thorm and the bird in the tree line, way in the back, kind of crouched down, as the bird kind of looks over at you. And he's a little bit easier to see because he's all white, whereas Thorm, he's pretty small, and he usually is pretty camouflaged because he's usually pretty dirty.
Fair enough.
I will pretend not to see him. I will immediately look away.
I'd like to whisper over to the guard.
Shut up, Akai. I swear to God. We're gonna kill each other before this campaign ends.
You guys approach the
Do you
Emerald
see them
Outpost.
too?
Oh my god. You actually whisper.
You're
that to your
actually
guard?
gonna whisper that to a guard?
No, not the guard.
You're gonna whisper it to
Why
me.
did I? Yeah.
I will nod. We'll make it try to look inconspicuous.
Legitimately thought he was gonna tell the guard.
As you guys approach the outpost, you see a large gate open, and you see a couple soldiers at the front of the gate holding spears with the same signia on their chest. And as you walk in, you see a large, it's almost like a fort, the entire thing. And you see one large tower in the back with this building in front made of stone.
Does this seem familiar to me?
It does not seem familiar to you. You haven't been here before.
So,
As you
oh,
guys walk
okay.
in, you see a flag that has their signia on the front. And you see a lot of military presence here. And the group that is here is, I want to say 90% elves. So you see a large military presence of elves.
Looks like you'll fit right in, Conrad.
He's a drow. He's a different kind of elf.
Oh,
What a racist.
You see
I might not be that
at
welcome.
least it.
you see the carriage pull up to the right and stop. And then they're directed by the other guards to pull your carriage up to the left.
We'll, of course, do that.
Condor, are you still the one driving?
I
I'm
believe so.
assuming he'd be the one driving. Yeah.
Condor, if you're the one driving, as soon as you park your carriage, they immediately grab your horses and tie them up. And you are greeted with 4 spears directly pointed at you.
Yeah, I had a feeling this was gonna happen.
He is our friend. He means no harm.
No harm.
Well, you see,
You guys should be dead.
yeah, that war. There's a war that kind of, wiped my people out, and the elves and orcs kind of had a play in that.
Well, you don't have to worry about him. I don't think he was obviously alive during that time.
Elves live for a long time, man.
You weren't
Oh,
alive
sure.
during that.
But they're racist. Spacist. They're
Just-
species racist. Spacist.
Let's settle this like gentlemen. Enough aggression has been had already.
What are they doing here? As they have a conversation between each other. And one of the guards explains that the bird was let go and stolen by someone who's very small. What do you mean stolen? Well, we were going down a path and we ran into this group, and as we were investigating their vessel, like we're supposed to, somehow a small, I guess you could call it a man, thing, got up on the back of the carriage, somehow picked all three locks, and picked the lock that the bird was chained up in, without us knowing, and escaped. What?
I will look to the person who just yelled and I'll say, is it a man or a woman?
It is a male, with very long white hair.
Excuse me, sir, and I'll make sure to have my hands up, trying to look very not aggressive. I must take the blame for this. Your men were very professional, I must say. They did everything they were supposed to. It was definitely my fault.
How so?
I have a history in the circus, and I was trying to, you know, perform and everything. All of your men were trying to get me to, you know, stop so they could be on their way, but I'm a bit of an attention seeker, you see.
Interesting. All of you, get off. One by one.
Well, if you insist.
Well, I guess I'll go up first.
He directs the first person to be getting off is Kandar, since he is the one at the front.
Well, Justin, Calvin, the best part about that is that being a hermaphrodite, I don't need to use my hands.
Wow. Kandar, do you step off?
Can I ask?
I mean, I kind of feel like I shouldn't, but they did let us keep our weapons.
You see, we were all members of a circus, which is why, you know, it's why we're as strange as we are, and why we were trying to, yeah.
You are a very odd bunch.
Can I ask you your name, sir?
No. Bird. Last warning.
We will fight.
Get off.
I'll cut your tits off.
Who said that?
That was the priestly one in the back.
Be nice.
Yeah, I'll get off.
Hey. Be nice.
As you get off, you are ushered to the side by a few of the soldiers.
I do request that you treat my friend there with as much respect as possible. I understand the history between your kinds, but he had nothing to do with any of that, and I doubt any of you were directly a part of that.
Oh, don't worry. He'll be taken very good care of.
I would like to ask that he is within my sight at all times, if you don't mind.
I don't think you're in the ability to make demands at the moment.
Draw my weapon.
Hang
No.
If you all listen, we can talk. Samurai,
Before any discussion,
that's what you
do
are.
have-
You're next.
I think he already got off, but as he gets off, I just want to say, before we, you know, continue this civilly, I hope, I would like to ask exactly what this group exactly is. Just curious what the allegiances you have
Well, we are a military that is partnered with Cyrangorn. We hold down the south. We
You mean
are
Durangon?
Cyrangorn.
I don't know Seon. I don't know that. I don't know Seongon. Where is that?
South.
It's a bunch of racists.
It's next to the
Please.
Stormcrest Mountains. We
Ah,
currently
okay.
have a trade with Iman, so we're kind of a trade route.
Would you perhaps know, Lady Amethyst Sanguinarius?
No,
That is a shame. She's one of the most powerful people in Oman.
I don't do much business there.
Oh,
My job is to maintain the peace and hold our fort.
you are doing a splendid job of that.
Is that a joke?
No. The
No,
accent
you
may be
guys
hard
are
to
jokes.
understand. It's Zemnian, as I'm sure you recognize. We don't have too much of a difference in tone with us.
What happened to your eye?
Old wound, I guess you could say.
I have very good medical professionals. Let me take a look. I might be able to help you.
I would prefer.
I would insist.
I've already shown my own medical skills. I helped your one of your men already. Trust me, I can take care of it. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
He looks over at one of his warriors over there, his soldiers. Is this true? Yes, I saw with my own eyes. Riker got hit with an arrow, and he healed him. I would be intrigued to see what you can do. Step off.
I was already off the cart.
The hooded figure. You're next. Kelleran, he would be
Okay.
talking to you.
I suppose.
Well, that leaves us with two. You said priest.
Yes.
Oh, Holy One, would you mind stepping out?
See if he's even there.
Not there.
Oh, he
Well, I
unmuted
will
his
allow
mic.
him to step out. And who is last?
Holder.
Would you mind stepping out of the carriage, sir? I'm assuming
there,
he's also
Holder?
not there. So I'm assuming they're both not there. That's fine.
I haven't heard him since I joined. Oh yeah, he's in the party.
I hear Bart.
Well, you heard Holder.
Oh,
You heard the name.
yeah, I'm fucking. I'm out of
You were
it.
asked to step. Do you have any idea what's happening?
I know. I remember hearing something about a mine.
We are
Yeah.
currently being kind of arrested, so just step out of the carriage, please.
Yeah, I can do that.
Now that we have all of you out, and we can see you face to face, why are you here?
Well, as I said, we used to be part of a circus, and we're actually out on a road trip, I guess you could say. We were looking for a new place to set up.
Oh, interesting. Bird, what was the name of your circus? Cat got your tongue?
He's not a very smart one, to be honest.
Gee, what's 2 plus 2?
It's 4. We've talked about this.
He may have had too much fun last night. Don't worry
I like
about him.
horses.
Oh,
He-
why that got me, but that got me.
He grabs his sword,
I like horses.
unsheaths it, and he puts it at the bird's neck. As he does this, he looks back at you, Fate. I appreciate the comedy, but do you expect me to be a fool? If anyone knows this race, it is me.
Right.
And I
so you're
know
saying that
they're
none of them
there.
can be idiots.
They are very intelligent.
Right, but even an
You
intelligent
haven't
person
met
can be
me.
dropped. But even an intelligent person can be dropped on their head. You know that, right?
He likes horses, but horses don't like him. He got kicked.
Goddamn.
Yeah, that was kind of my fault. I hit him in the back of the head by accident with a
He
bottle.
wouldn't really be part of a circus if he was normal, would he?
What is the name of your circus?
You asking me now?
Yes,
Miracles
you
and
seem to be
illusions.
the only one
It's
that talks.
Miracles and illusions. It was quite the hit on the Sword Coast.
I've never been there. Makes sense that I wouldn't have heard of you. So you're traveling, is what I hear.
Yes, we're looking for a new place to set up, and we thought somewhere in Tal'Dorei would be a good spot. So we've just been traveling around looking for, a good spot.
How many were they traveling with? I
The
believe
circus that we
there
were
was
with before.
6.
Oh, you're asking.
Checks out. So, I see most of them have weapons, but Fate, I see that you do not.
I
What do
never
you
said
do?
my name.
Oh,
Sir, I
poor
see that you
Thorberg.
do not have a weapon. What do you do?
Well, you see, I'm the arcane specialist, I suppose you could say. Not much of a specialist. I really only know small little tricks. I'm not amazing.
As you say that, Riker walks up and taps him on the shoulder. Sir, I would like to talk to you. Very well. Excuse me for a minute.
Of course.
He walks away and they have a little conversation together. And you see him look back at you, in particular, as Riker points at you. They have their conversation and they finish, and they walk back over. Tell me, what can you do?
Do you mean specific kind of magic?
Yes, can you do illusionary?
No. As I explained to your friends, a lot of the abilities I have right now are because I made a pact with the god Heimdall, the god of light, and one of the gods of light, of course. A lot of gods, and in exchange, he gave me a lot of powers that result from that. So no, I could do a few things not related to what he gave me, but like I said, I'm not great at magic.
I heard you can heal wounds.
Yep, that's one of the things that he allows me to do.
How often?
Twice, before I need a short rest.
And how deep?
Oh, it it depends. I can heal moderate wounds, I would say, pretty well.
Moderate to severe plexorasis.
I can also treat illnesses.
I'm missing out on so much by not being involved in this conversation. Sucks.
You're the one who wanted to do a random jailbreak.
There's so many opportunities to take shots at Justin, and I can't do it.
I'm surprised my I'm really like talking, like talking out of my butt right now. Everything's coming off the top of my head. I'm doing my best here. I say that out of character, of course. I'm just speaking in an accent still.
I must say, I've dealt with many things over the last 200 years. But you guys give me a very interesting dilemma. If it wasn't for your friend over here, I would believe that you are all innocent. But considering what we were moving, and considering that he is standing here, I don't know if I can set you free.
If you would be willing, perhaps a peace offering.
And what would that be?
How about well, I'm sure supplies are quite expensive, and for a group this large, you need quite a lot. How does 2,500 gold sound? That would be enough to feed hundreds of men for quite some time.
Are you saying you have that?
I do.
Thorm, I need you to roll a stealth check. And I need you to roll a persuasion check.
Me? I need to roll persuasion?
No, Thorm.
Why would he need to roll persuasion?
I'll explain it.
Okay.
Thorm, as you're standing out there, and you're conversating with your new friend, he stands up. I must go. They're going to kill them. It is me they want.
Will help if it turns violent.
What?
What?
I said, will help if it turns violent.
Oh, you'll help if it turns violent? I think that's what he said.
If it's acting up again,
Oh yeah, it's certainly acting up.
really.
In the worst way I've ever heard it act up. It's not cutting out or
Yeah,
anything.
you
It is
sound
super,
like you're
staticky and
underwater.
quiet.
Are you playing with a PlayStation microphone?
Did you exit? Is it facing the wrong way? Did it somehow get like twisted?
Is it on backwards?
No, the microphone actually has. It's weird. It's like one side is the actual mic part, and then the other is not.
Is that better?
Yes, much
Yeah.
better.
And say your mumbles again.
Justin, I'm gonna fucking kill you if you ever meet. Just
We heard that one perfectly clear.
I accept your 2,500 gold. In exchange,
I will hand it over to him.
we never see you again.
Well, I really hope that comes. I really hope that happens, but I don't know if that's something I can really ensure. You know, I don't think we'll be in this area again, probably.
They
If you ever see anybody that looks like us, just close your eyes.
untie your horse. And
Before we go, may I ask you some questions?
very well.
I'm just curious. You seem to know a lot about the Aarakocra race. Would you? That prisoner we saw fly off, that was also an Aarakocra, yes? You just said that you thought most of them were they were all extinct, and to be honest, I thought our friend here may have been the last one. Is there many more?
There are believed to to be a couple dozen.
More than I thought lived.
The Aarakocra used to be friends.
Understandable,
That all
you are
changed.
both races of nature.
Still have not committed any crimes, though.
Oh, you can say more than just horse. Interesting.
To be fair, I didn't just say horse. I said I like horses.
To be
He's,
fair.
he's a smart aleck. Don't worry, I will discipline him when we get where we're going.
Yes, Daddy.
You guys are a very interesting bunch.
You don't have to tell me.
He requests the gold from you.
I hand it over.
He investigates it,
It's real.
opens it up, looks inside, makes sure that the bottom is not filled with a brick with just gold on top.
It's
Very well. Puts it to the side. Open the gate.
yes. Zemnians are notoriously rich. Although no, I'm not.
As he opens the gate, and you guys begin to walk out, you see down about 50 feet in front of you the Aarakocra start to walk out of the forest.
I will cast immediately minor illusion to reflect the area around him so they can't see him.
As you do this, for a glimpse second, Riker believes he sees him, but he shakes his head and doesn't mind at that point.
Can I try to convince him to retreat?
You, Thorm, since the illusion is in front of him, you see the Aarakocra standing in the middle of the road, just staring down at them. And as you try to talk to him,
try to subtly wave him away.
he's still just standing there. He won't move.
Well, honestly, I can't tell if he responded to it or not because
Right, 'cause you can't see. As you get closer and you pass through your illusion, you see him as he's just standing there in front of the horses. Stop!
Get on, be quiet.
Let go of my friends. Are there no guards?
There is none.
There is none. Get in, be quiet now.
They let you go?
I will make the Yes, get on. Shut up, get in the cart and shut up.
He looks back at Thorm. That was
Get
much
in
easier
and
than I
let's go.
thought.
And I will make the
told
illusion disappear so it doesn't look suspicious.
As he gets in, they do see the cart start to weigh down, as Aarakocras are not the lightest thing in the world. They see it weigh down a little bit, and you guys continue on your journey. Where would you guys like to go?
Can I ask,
where's
what's
the-
your name?
Or I'm gonna bring the cart. Well, who's driving the cart now? Is it still?
I can.
I will.
Let's not have the really short guy drive the cart.
My ass.
Okay, if the guy's doing it, I will ask him to like pull into the forest a little bit just so we can talk.
Alright. And I would like to do so.
Very well. You guys stop
But what?
just off to the side
Well, we should
after you get away.
a few miles away.
We're gonna go a little deeper into the forest, like as deep as we can without, getting the cart stuck.
So what's your name?
My name is Slor.
Shouldn't we let the other bird talk now?
I'm Akai, and I met one of you. You see this blue guy right there? I met his father.
Why don't we let the two Aarakocras talk it out? Okay.
No.
I just hear someone go no.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to do multiple things at once.
Mhm.
Poor Brad.
Yeah, you're telling me with a broken toe.
Hey,
And dogs that don't want to fucking listen.
it's not every dog.
To talk to your kin.
It's like, dude, where have you guys been all these years?
Me? I have been around. We were given specific instructions after that day. Most of us met up at Briarton.
How come I was just left abandoned on a doorstep?
That is a good question. I don't know. Who was your father?
Rezar.
Your father was Rezar.
Yeah, and my mother was Candela. Condela? According to
Means
this note I got here.
you are the king.
Oh, I ain't no king.
You are the heir to the king. The king is dead. Rightfully, that makes you the king.
Yeah, but we don't even know how long I'm gonna live.
About that.
I'm the
Down
king of
in-
what?
Down in Briarton, we met some people. They were able to prolong our lives. I've been on this planet for 40 years. But I still feel like I'm 10.
Are those people still there?
Yeah, are they?
Yes. Most of them.
That should be our next destination.
Yeah, probably worth going.
She wanted to eat a bird, Thor.
Yes,
I'll give up a meal for a friend. I can wait 40 years.
the extended life span of Aerococcus race is quite an interesting concept.
Yes, I do not know how they did it, but there was an interesting fellow who did some weird thing. He had this book, and he read off some passages in the book, and it was almost like a... I don't know what you would even call it. Most of us had to cut our hand and bleed into this cup.
Are you a lichen?
I don't even know what the lichen is.
Damned blood hunters.
But, I mean, after all said was done, I mean, we're here. And most of us are thriving. A few of us have actually reproduced. So, there's hope after all. But we've been
So
waiting.
if that's the case, then what's happened to my mother?
That is a story for another time, my friend. I don't think it's appropriate here.
Well, would you be willing to lead us to this new home of Aerococcus then?
Well, you see, that's a problem. That's where I was going, was home. But those elves hold the Emerald Outpost and Sirengorn, which are the main points of travel to get to Briarton. They are practically holding us hostage down there.
Do they actually know you're there, or are they just...
No, they don't. They refuse to let anyone go north or south. They gatekeep it like it's their own. Thankfully, they've never traveled south to be able to find us, and we've been able to live in peace, but it does not help us because we are still afraid of what could lie ahead if they do find out that we're there.
you were to kill all of those guards, could you ensure
No.
my friend's life would be extended?
Unfortunately, I cannot.
Out of character, didn't that already happen?
Yes, it
But
did
I
already
don't
happen.
know all that.
And
You were there
good.
for that. Well, you
I
don't
know the
for
ritual
everything.
happened, but I don't know the results. Everything was kept hush hush. I was told I would know when I have to know, and I didn't have to know.
I'm pretty sure that was per Liam.
Yep. Because Howard's characters are always bigger assholes than even Thorm is.
What? Faye is such like honestly, Faye is a pretty decent guy, and then you just don't like him.
Other than that one time he didn't want to give the fucking crown back.
Yeah.
That was just his curiosity. Just don't give Fate artifacts.
See, it probably would be a problem now. Oh, motherfucker.
the guy who did the ritual is no longer in Briarden.
I don't know if it's worth going to war if we can't actually save the bird.
Well, I don't think we should go to war anyway. No offense, Condor, but you're not really worth a war.
I don't think you understand how many soldiers they have as well. The Emerald Outpost,
Of course.
which is why I went to the Emerald Outpost, because it is the smaller army, but Sirengorn is full of thousands of soldiers. And the elves are very, very agile.
Couldn't you just fly away?
I could probably
Find a
pull
new
some
home?
ties.
We cannot fly that
It's
long,
okay.
unfortunately.
I have 2 swords. I have double strike.
I've got a plan, kind of. Looking at the map here, so they have got kind of checkpoints. Do you know if they control the water as well? Do you think they
Yes.
actually are patrolling for boats and everything? Okay, that is still maybe fine.
Because they have a deal with Amon.
Of course. Well, I believe Amethyst owns a boat, and I believe we might be able to get ourselves smuggled over. I think if we can just get to the other side of the forest near Beridan, I believe we could safely then walk there. But of course, we have to still. I believe water is the safest place, though. I think it'd be quite easy to smuggle you two, because they're the ones you're really looking for. We don't have to worry as much. To smuggle
They
you
might be
two
looking for me.
water. That is also true, but you're tiny and good at sneaking around. And if we weren't able to do it with Amethyst, I mean, this would be much harder, but if we could contact Roderick, last time I spoke to him was saying he was planning on becoming a seafarer, so maybe at this point he should have his boat. I don't know if he's got the crew or anything, but that's also an option.
Well, I don't know this Roderick that you speak of, but if you guys could get me home, that would be fantastic.
Of course, there is also the I don't know how. If you can't give us much, that's fine. But there is kind of the matter of payment, if possible.
What time is it now?
I could eat some of your elderly.
Of course.
That'd be a good payment.
We just
It's
said they've
midday.
extended their lives.
Midday. It's like 1, 2
Yeah.
o'clock.
Or maybe some eggs. Do you have any unfertilized eggs?
That is not how we repopulate.
I was speaking of gold. Would you happen to have? Do you think your people would pay if they managed to get you there?
Yes, well, of course.
Wonderful. We have a contract. All right. You're gonna have to get back in the cart, and we're gonna put you under like a rug or whatever, some kind of.
You just cast an
nice
illusion
clothes.
on him? Make him look like a different race?
It only lasts. No, I can't do that. But It only
Well,
lasts.
learn some damn useful spells.
I'm never going to heal you ever.
That's okay.
Do you want me to go under the blanket?
Yes.
Do you promise not to suffocate me?
No.
Oh, very well. I
What?
like my odds.
Get in.
He lies under the blanket. It is warm under here.
Shut up.
Very well.
Expected to be scolded when I met back up with you.
What would you like to do?
I believe we're going to head, of course, if that's what Reynolds wants to do, head back to Oman and possibly talk to Amethyst, see if we can get some travel.
Works for me.
Okay. You guys make your way back into Oman, and as you enter the gates and you make your way back to Amethyst's house, are you leaving your carriage, sir?
Yes, and I'm going to ask Akai to, while having the other Aarakocra still wrapped in the blanket, pick him up. Carry him wrapped in the blanket.
Akai, I need you to roll a strength check.
Alrighty.
Turned you into a pack.
He's the strongest of all of us.
Can I use my one luck point?
Yep.
8-year-old.
Listen, I'm not gonna drop this guy in his head.
We really will have an bird.
Yeah, we will have a dumb Aarakocra.
Like someone I know.
You may roll again.
He's doing it. He's just...
14.
Very well.
And don't ever call me slow. I'm
You
fast. I'm
walk
fast
over. And you pick up the bird. And as you pick up the bird, he's like, "Oh, why are you touching me? Oh my God, what is going on? I don't like this."
Shut up.
And this is don't touch me there.
Shut up.
You have to endure if you want to return home.
Who said that?
If you want to return home, just endure it.
Where am I going? Are you guys taking me back? Did you guys lie to me?
No.
Endure it.
We're bringing you to
Endure
a
it
safe place.
quietly.
Look, we're taking you to Candyland. It's gonna be okay.
We're
said
the
that?
idiots in the peanut gallery. Please shut up. Endure it
Feathers in a twist.
quietly.
Oh.
You will be
What she
safe.
said.
Shh. Okay, I get it.
I didn't get you out just to kill you.
He quiets down. As you guys walk over, and I'm guessing, Fate, you're the first one to the door.
Yes.
You knock, and as you open up the door, Luck answers. No,
Hello, lad.
you're back.
Is your mother around?
No.
I can deal with you then. I'm assuming you have some power here as well.
What do you want?
A boat.
You want a
Looking
boat?
to get some, looking to get some contraband through the water.
What did you do?
It's not what I have done, it's what I'm about to do.
It's best I don't know.
Exactly. Although, knowing you, you're probably involved in some criminal stuff your mother doesn't know about.
It's best that she doesn't know either. I'm sure she'd be fine with you taking the boat.
Do you have, I'm assuming there's a crew already on it that we can trust?
No. We don't deal with people. Can't trust them.
That makes a lot of sense. I don't deal with what I was thinking. Great.
It is going to the
Alright,
boat with the red signet on it.
Alright. You want to do me one more favor?
Yes.
Just go hire some random people. We need this to look legit. Just go hire a random crew for us.
You want me to hire you a crew?
Yes.
No.
It's the least you could do. I told you about your father.
Roll charisma.
Wouldn't this be a persuasion check?
Persuasion. You could do that.
I'm gonna
Hey, James,
step
did you
away
see
for
the
2
DM
minutes.
sent you?
Very well. I will let you step away. I
Oh,
won't
wow.
ask you anything.
That's an 8.
It does not seem like a fair trade.
What about the fact that I, saved your mother multiple times?
Saved my mother.
Well, yes, dude. We were, again, venturing for a couple years together.
You're also the reason I didn't see her.
I am not the reason you didn't see her. I'm not the one who forced her into Barovia. We're both trapped there. I'm the one who helped get her out.
What kind of crew do you want?
The dumbest one you can find. The ones who won't ask questions.
Isn't that a
We're
conflict of
already
interest?
here.
No, because I don't want them. I don't necessarily need to be trustworthy. My plan is to have, the contraband on there and them not know. I want them to be dumb but loyal.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
I knew you would. And I'll ruffle his hair.
He slams the door.
I think you're doing great.
Yeah, I think it did too.
Definitely sounds that way.
Alright, we need to get to the boat before he gets the crew there because we want to get you two to a hiding spot.
I gotta go do one thing real quick. I'll meet you guys at the dock.
Okay. Would you like anyone to go with you?
No.
Okay.
Akai
Go.
Spend
says
some
this,
money.
and he sets down the bird.
Yeah. Well,
Are we here?
I will.
Where are we? Can I talk now?
If you start talking one more time, I will burn all of your feathers off.
Well, that doesn't sound very professional. I feel like I'm getting smuggled.
You are getting smuggled.
We'll
I'm
stab
getting
you
smuggled?
through your heart if you keep. I will stab
Would
you
you
through
rather
your
be
heart.
smuggled
Stop.
or in prison?
You're getting
Smuggled works.
smuggled back to your home.
We're going
I told
home.
you you'll be safe.
Very well. I will stay quiet.
Yes.
Do I have to walk?
No. Kandar,
Just-
pick up your. pick up. pick up your other. I don't even know what you'd call it. The other bird. If you would.
I mean, I can certainly try.
I honestly think that you might be the second strongest.
Roll a strength check,
I don't know.
Condor.
Are you? I don't know if you're an 8 or a 10, but.
Oh my
My
god.
strength is an 8.
To be fair, he rolled a save, not a check.
Yeah, no, you have to roll a
Ow.
check. Not a
Oh,
save.
oh. I was just beside myself.
A one's pretty bad, but a zero's even worse.
Maybe he doesn't have. I think because I think all of us, like except Akai, have like 8 or 10 strength.
I think. Yeah, I have +3. Oh, I have 16. Oh, I have 16.
I will allow
Oh,
you to
wait,
pick him up.
Zul's here.
However,
He's not
you are going to be slowed down significantly
So
while
slow.
carrying him.
here. That's okay.
Okay. You guys make it to the docks.
At this point, I will have taken that cloth off of my eye, by the way, because it's itchy.
Very well. You make it to the docks and you look around and you see quite a few boats. You do not see Roderick's boat at the dock, just to point that out.
Okay.
But you do see the boat that they were talking about. It is a smaller kind of garrison,
Oh yeah.
like a galley. And you do see the red signet on it. Currently pretty empty.
We will take, both birds up there and search the lower decks for a crate that we could shove them in.
You do find a crate. So you would like to shove the bird in the crate.
I was gonna open it and just tell Gondar, just shove him in there.
Shove me in where? Where am I? Oh! And you kind of shove him in and squish him down. This doesn't feel good on my feathers.
Right after that happens, I'm gonna push Gondar into the crate. Right on top of him.
Oh God! What is on top of me? It feels like a cinder block.
And then I'm gonna close it.
This is not how you treat your allies.
Now just think what I do to my enemies.
This is awful.
Could you at least cast sleep on them to let them have a restful journey?
I probably could. It'll take my spell slots though.
But it will make it so we don't have to listen to him complain.
Well hang on, let me read sleep exactly.
Can I talk in here?
Yeah, I don't care.
I will cast, I mean it's a concentration, it only lasts up to a minute. So it doesn't matter.
Oh, shit.
As you guys are preparing and getting ready, you see a group of about 4 people walk up to the boat. Are you Fate?
Indeed.
We're here to help you.
Of course. How much do you know about what we're going to be doing?
A small portion. Smuggling is what I was told.
Of course, I believe, I don't know if you have already been paid for your services yet. Have you?
No. We were told we would get paid if we're successful.
Alright. Makes sense, but, just as a precaution, I suppose. You said there was 4 of them? You said there was 4 of them, James?
Yes, there's 4 of them.
I will give each of them 50 gold.
Can I whisper to Fate without them hearing me?
You may.
We could just get there and once we succeed, kill them.
No.
Trying to save you some money.
I'm going to hand each of them 50 gold.
Fucking gold
We
you got.
appreciate that.
I'm almost out.
See, should've listened.
I was almost out when I paid 2,500 gold to those soldiers.
Shit, you should have paid me 2,500 gold and I wouldn't have done it.
I'll give each of them the gold and I will tell them. Are any of you... Which one of you are the actual, sailor, the one who drives?
Me.
handles the
Navigator.
ship?
Navigator.
I
I've-
think
The
the navigator and
captain?
the person who steers the ship is different, isn't it?
You talking
No.
about the captain?
No, I'm the captain.
I know
I'm
this
the
season and
captain
now.
now.
The navigator determines direction. The helmsman handles the...
There we go. Well, anyway, whatever each of your jobs are, please get into position. I'm sure some of us are well enough versed in ships to help a little bit, but none of us are experienced sailors, so we are, of course, in your hands.
What is this?
Now, by galley, my question is, do we have sails or do we row this ship?
I think this one has sails.
This one has sails.
Okay. Just wondered if we were gonna have to participate in the rowing.
I will just find a spot to read.
I'm gonna go down and sit on the crate.
You should probably hide yourself, right? Because, again, you might be wanted by the people we're trying to get past.
I'm just gonna sit on the crate and munch on all the rotten meat that's been festering in my pockets. so that I can continue
You?
art crate.
Okay.
As you guys are about to set sail, you see Akai come back and join you guys again.
Well, we decided to show up.
I swear to God,
Yeah.
he better not have been whispering to guards.
No, I had to send. I kind of lost in a bet, so I had to go pay that off.
Are you serious?
I am serious.
Gambling is not a very. I'm not actually. I can't really say.
I
Just
lost
get on
200
the
gold.
ship. Just get on the ship so we can get going. And go introduce yourselves to our current crew.
You guys set sail and begin your journey. As you guys start sailing out and leaving the ports of Oman, you begin to head south. And as you're heading south, you go past a couple islands that are off to your left. This area is known as Dagger Bay. Fate, because you have the map, you can actually see kind of an idea of where you're traveling currently. And as you guys continue to head south, you come upon a very large island that has a very large mountain in the middle of it. This island is called the Visa Island. And you guys begin to approach where you guys are going to be landing. However, there really is no docks around here, as there's no ports at this side of the south. So they're going to have to drop you guys off just offshore.
That was the expectation. I'll walk up to the crew members.
Hopefully,
Right.
little man can
We cannot get
swim.
any closer.
I figured that. So right, we're gonna get off here. Once we get the cargo off, we will allow you to just sail back. And of course, I'm assuming you were promised more pay from Luck.
Yes.
Right. Well, I appreciate your help and appreciate you not freaking out over the whole eye thing. So I will.
So, to get this straight, we're getting off in the water, right?
Yes.
Probably. Yeah.
You're gonna have
I'd like
you're
to
gonna have to
turn-
swim at least
I'm gonna
20.
turn to the two birds and say, one of you can carry me.
You wouldn't know that though, because you're in the bottom, so you don't know about the swimming thing yet. You have to wait till we.
Or I hit the water, I'm asking.
I'm gonna walk down to the bottom and see Thorm sitting on the crate. Why are you sitting on the crate?
Keeping it safe.
Let me out!
Well,
Let me
we
out!
need to-
He farted! He farted! He
we
farted!
need to let them out.
I'll open a crate.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Thank you
God.
for Jesus.
I've never smelled something so bad.
Can
Just
anybody
hey,
swim?
Just think of it this way: if we had been stopped, that's what they would have smelled. They would have not approached the crate. I had a plan.
Well,
My
I was about
lungs.
to ask if either of you can swim, but you can both fly, so it doesn't matter. Come on, come to the top.
One of you can carry me, because I ain't swimming.
I pick him up by the collar or his hood or whatever he's wearing and just throw him in the water.
I will slice the fuck out of you before we even reach that edge of the boat.
I'll carry the dwarf.
I was gonna say, how come you don't just ride on somebody's shoulders like a kid?
Hey, Condor, you mind
Yeah?
carrying me? I really like to keep my clothes nice.
Yeah, I suppose.
Thank you.
Make the other two swim.
Realistically, we can carry all of you, but I will not carry him. And he says this and points at Takai.
Why not?
Understand.
Because you are too
You look
fat, boy.
Very heavy. You're wearing heavy armor, and you're probably, besides Zool, the tallest.
Yeah, he's probably carrying fucking 1,000 rocks.
Rocks.
You
I
never know,
must
man.
ask, though, before we continue this journey. You, sir, you have not said many words. I do see an instrument in your hands. Can you sing? And he says this as he's looking at you, Halder.
Mr. Bard.
Go ahead, Halden. Sing him a tune.
I'll suckle into your picture.
No, I see he does not talk.
Money of plenty.
I already played you a song on the butt trumpet.
I heard myself today.
Alright, so so
The-
yeah, I will
He
move on
begins-
to Kandar.
They begin taking you guys ashore. Would the rest of you also
Some
like to be
of you.
carried? Zool, Halder, Galarin, would you all like to be carried as well?
I don't think Zool or Kai can be carried. I feel
Yeah.
they're heavy.
I'll swim. What's the worst that can happen?
All we see in the background is boom, just water slapping. I can't swim.
Fish can swim up your penis hole. That's the worst thing that can happen.
So I'm assuming we all get to shore safely.
Yes, you all make it to shore safely.
Rolling acrobatics. No, I'm just kidding.
It would be athletics, technically.
Now what? Would you like me to show you the way?
Yes.
Very
Can
well.
you show me the way?
Slowly though, we don't know what could be like in here.
Oh, it's
Do
not
you know
that
the
bad.
way?
I
And
just imagine going, oh, it's not that bad, and then he just steps into a trap.
as he says, it's not that bad. Oh, wait. I forgot. Did I mention that there was some things out here? There's a reason why the elves don't go south.
What do you
Figured
mean
that's
by that?
They're burrito monsters, man.
I don't know what you call them necessarily. They're tall and they're big.
While they're talking, I just rolled stealth. I'm hiding.
Are they green?
More of a 10, I guess you would say.
No idea what he's talking about. It just sounds like he's describing big humans.
They are not
Sugar.
human. They're about 10 times my size.
Can I turn around
And
and,
their
just
breath
see it?
is very bad.
Is that Shrek?
Let me see where they are. So he flies up in the air and looks around and then flies back down. Oh yeah, there is about 3 of them.
Are they gonna
Still
kill
don't
us?
really know what they're talking about. Let's just try and sneak past.
Very well. I need all of you to roll stealth.
Something I
already
have disadvantage in.
I rolled really bad. 13. Well, it's not horrible, but hopefully the
I'll take my
average
time.
is good enough.
Only a 12.
Yeah, I think the average isn't bad. Hopefully that's enough to save us two who rolled not great.
I would say the average is actually fairly well. You guys all stealthily hide and begin slowly making your way up. And as you do this, you hear trees start collapsing around you. And you hear a loud thudding on the ground like you heard previously. And as you guys look around to see what could be making that noise, you look over, and a few of you might know what they are.
Do you want me to roll a check to find out?
Yes.
What check?
What should be a
Roll a
cyclone?
history check.
What should be a
Roll a
cyclone?
history check.
Makes sense.
What? I don't know what them things are.
18.
15.
Where's history?
It's in your skills tab.
It's under deception above insight.
I didn't learn shit.
So, Akai and Fate, you both know these. The rest of you do not know these. Fate and Akai, you both know them as trolls.
Oh,
Sweet.
very bad at describing trolls, you stupid bird.
Well, then. try to
Trolls are
avoid them.
stupid and slow. We might be able to kill them.
We're not gonna. There's no point in trying.
Thorm, you would not
Tastes
know
so
this.
good.
Speak quiet and sneak past.
But you do see a lot of meat, so it does intrigue you.
I'm just gonna try sneaking past.
I'm
Can
gonna
I
pull out
hold
my
on to him?
bow.
Can I just hold on to Thorm?
Like if I'm conscious, I'm shooting a bow at that thing.
I will move away from Thor.
Yeah, can I do the same? I'm gonna drop him and run, or sneakily run. Pull out a solid snake.
Is any of them by themselves, or are they all three together?
You see one of them right now walking alone. You do not see the other two, but you do hear them around, but you don't see them.
I want to shoot the one that's by itself.
Let's hope he misses.
Very well. Roll to hit.
This would be with advantage, by the way.
Roll to hit again.
Why did it just do that? Okay. Wait a minute. Go away. There we go. So 17. 17.
Definitely the first one.
Okay. You draw your bow back, aiming at the troll. As you release your bow, it is a very dense forest. However, they are moving the trees out of the way consistently as they're walking through. And you release your bow, and it goes directly into the side of the troll.
You gotta roll for damage, I'm guessing.
Ugh.
If the troll's even smart enough to notice it.
Need you to roll damage. So, as the arrow hits the troll and goes into his side, you hear the troll go,
Fucker.
"Huh?" And he looks around and just kind of brushes his side and breaks the arrow in half and keeps walking.
Skyrim NPC must have been the wind.
Yeah, he's gonna feel some more wind. I'm gonna shoot at him again.
Can I just try to get the bow out of Thorm's hand?
Why? I mean, let him do it. He can do what he wants to.
You shoot at the troll again, and as you hit him again this time, you aim a little higher, this time hitting bone. And as you do this, you hear the troll go, "Ugh!" And he turns around, swinging what is a big log and hitting a tree, shaking all of the leaves, with a couple acorns falling down on top of you guys.
Do I have to roll for damage?
Yes, you do have to roll for damage.
I mean, I walked a little away because I didn't want to be near him when he shot.
So whoever's near Thorm has acorns falling on them. No damage is being taken, but just keep that in mind. And
I don't
as
wanna
he
be
hits
near
this
that thing.
tree and shakes it, he then grabs the log back again and swings and hits the tree again, and then swings back and hits it again. And then scratches his head and starts walking away again.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot again. Oh, that one might miss.
I'm gonna move away from him before he shoots the next arrow.
Motherfucker, you should be shooting with me. We could take this thing down.
Release your arrow again, this one hitting him directly in the back of the spine. And this one actually drops him to a knee. And as soon as he gets back up, he looks back over at that tree, and he begins to start running at the tree.
That fucking tree, bro!
And as you see him run at the tree, he leaps forward and tackles the tree down. I'm going to need you to roll acrobatics.
You're about to get squished.
Oh shit, I went to the wrong spot. Hold on. Skills.
It's gonna be a Thorm cake.
Where the hell? There. That was alright.
Fate and the rest of the group that moved away, you guys are looking back and you see this going down. And you see this thing start running at the tree that he is at. And you see Thorm kind of just like drop the bow to his side and look at the creature as he's running at the tree. And you see the creature jump and hit the tree and tackle it. And you don't see Thorm move out of the way, but Thorm does get out of the way in time. But you guys do not see him get out of the way. So for your eyes, you see Thorm basically get squished. And you
Yikes.
see, as the tree goes down, the tree snaps. And you see the troll, or you hear the troll make a loud
I pull out my bow.
Am I within melee range now?
He is currently on the ground with the tree.
I want to throw a dagger.
I wanna shoot him with my bow.
I like you guys now.
I just didn't want to cut like in front of somebody.
Can I throw an acorn at it?
I see who my real friends are in the party. They didn't run off on me. They're helping me get meat.
James? Can I throw an acorn at it?
Throw an acorn at it.
Yeah.
You can throw an acorn at it, but due to the thickness, it would have almost no effect.
So I can still do it.
You could do it all you want.
So what do I... do I just say I throw it?
Yeah, you could. I threw an acorn at it.
It would just be a strength check, I think.
The troll barely realized that he got hit with an arrow. I don't even feel an acorn.
13.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot it with an arrow.
Okay. All of you do hit. So you all can roll for damage.
Ooh, what do I roll for damage?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Oh.
You can roll an unarmed strike.
For him, that's not gonna be bad. It's gonna be 3, I think. Because you don't actually roll damage for unarmed strike. It's just you just did it to hit.
10.
You gotta
Oh.
roll the damage.
Oh.
Which is just gonna be 4.
-4, so you get 0.
What?
Because it's an acorn. As you guys hit this troll with your bow and your dagger, he looks up at you guys now, angrily, now looking at you, and now begins to try to start getting up off the ground.
I do a stealth attack, or is it not my turn?
Yep, you can go ahead and do a stealth attack.
Or a sneak attack?
He still doesn't see you.
We can never just, not attack things, can't we?
I mean, knowing Thorm, he probably wants to eat him later.
Can I guess since this is all
Sneak
happening,
attack.
I'm gonna fire 2 Eldritch Blasts.
I mean, we've done pretty good damage, unless this thing's got like 300 health. I've hit him for decent.
Control. That's a 12 and an 11.
I got a 23 on a ray of
Both hit.
frost.
And
All
then
of those hit.
natural damage for both. 8
I throw another acorn at it.
plus 7, so that's
11
15
damage.
damage.
No, I'm throwing another acorn at it.
Stop, you idiot!
15.
You're not even helping.
0.
Because you're like you can't. Your unarmed strike damage never changes. You don't roll anything for it. It's just a flat.
Can I try to hit it in its eye?
That still wouldn't do anything.
You see this thing get up, and as soon as it gets up, Thorm runs over to it and jumps on its thigh and starts stabbing it repeatedly. And as he does this, you see the troll look back at you, Thorm, and he looks down at you and is about to flick you off with his finger while you're stabbing him. And then Fate and Kandar both hit him. Well, Kandar hits him with a Ray of Frost, and Fate hits him with 2 Eldritch Blasts, which both hit him directly center mass in the chest, knocking him backwards by quite a bit, back onto the ground.
Can I throw another acorn?
No.
Somebody freeze a Kai.
Listen here. I'm doing something.
So are we now engaged, or we just?
He is down on the
an
ground.
Initiative.
No
And
initiative.
I'm gonna sneak attack him again.
I run for.
Blast is
I
the best
gotta-
cantrip.
At
Can
this
I try
point,
to go for a hit?
he is down on the ground, and you see his breaths are very labored as he is practically dying.
Bullying this fucking thing for no reason.
I know.
And Thorm, as you come off of his thigh, you go up onto his chest and you walk up to his throat and you start stabbing him in his throat as he's making guttural sounds like.
Oh my god, why did you sound like Gollum?
And
That
he
was
dies.
pretty good.
So the
Or-
troll is now dead.
Yeah, great.
Can I throw an acorn at it?
Dragging a troll.
So I'm gonna. I'd like to set up camp.
Nope, I'm leaving him.
Can I go
That's
too?
fine.
I can't throw any acorns.
I'm leaving him to follow the bird to where his village is.
Might as well.
I would assume that our new bird friend would like some of this meat. Stays and helps me. We enjoy it together.
I don't think you realize that, not all Aarakocras are meat-hungry fiends like the one that travels with us.
I actually do
Yeah,
enjoy
but
I
some
was gonna
meat.
say, I'm definitely down to fucking stay.
This thing's been terrorizing their village. We just helped them out.
They never
Actually,
said they was terrorizing their village. It's
I bet
probably
you I
them
could get my
defending-
people to bring this back to my village. There are quite a few of us. We might be able to drag it ourselves.
He said that the trolls are the reasons that people aren't invading his, they don't come this far.
Yes, they
I'll
do
leave
help
the
us,
other two alone. I'll leave the other two alone.
but this could feed our people for months.
Yeah.
I get to eat the heart.
But if Thorm eats all of it.
That is true.
They can have all of it, but the heart and one leg. I'll give up the rest of it.
Can we get to traveling again, please?
I
Oh,
throw an
yes,
acorn
my
at
bad.
bait.
You
How did Thorm not ask for the eyes?
Good question.
you all begin traveling to Briarden, which,
They're kind of ugly.
as you're following, which I'm assuming Thorm, you stayed back with the body.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. You guys begin traveling back to Briarden, which you guys are traveling through very dense forest. And as you guys make your way there, you literally go from forest to open area with a small village within a matter of minutes, which is why Briarden is so protected, is because it's so hidden. And as you enter this village, you see Aarakocras, and you see a few humans. And you see small Aarakocra children, which is your first time seeing them. And Condor,
I
you
don't
have not
want.
seen one since actually you've never seen a small child because you grew up as a small child, so you've never seen one. So
Except yourself.
well, he was a baby when he was dropped off. So yes, himself in the mirror. But you see them running around, playing, and having fun.
I suppose this is when you take us to your leader?
Well, that's the thing. We don't have a leader.
Ah, right. Oh, Condor is supposed to be the king thing.
Oh,
I am
sorry,
back.
he's taken by us.
Everyone, please gather around. I have some
To the
important
harem.
news. Our king has returned. You mean you've seen Razar? You've seen
Sorry,
Razar. Razar. No. Razar is dead. But I have his son. The heir to the throne. Isn't that right, Gondar?
I mean, that's what you're telling me, but I can tell you right now, you're not gonna like that.
For a long time, we have stayed here, hidden from the world,
No.
in fear.
Door open.
That ends today. We look to you, Gondar. Lead us, like your father did.
The only problem with that is, here soon we're probably gonna have to fight something that's not not on par with you guys. Yeah.
What's the bird's name again?
Soar.
Store.
Yes.
Well, you won't have to worry about those Emerald Post guys anymore.
Why is that?
I pulled a couple strings. Hopefully,
Yeah,
it
I
will
mean,
work.
you pulled a couple strings.
You'll find out soon enough.
I don't really like the sound of that, Akai. No offense, but you're not the smartest person I've ever met, and there is a definite chance you may have made things worse.
Well, they don't know.
What is mine is yours. You guys are welcome to stay here as long as you would like.
So you're gonna go send people for that troll.
Yes, I have one more announcement. We have food. My friends here have done the unthinkable, and have killed the giant green monster, or at least one of them.
You guys have never killed a troll?
I wouldn't say unthinkable. Like we straight bullied that thing. Like I felt bad.
Oh,
We have
I threw a
not
couple acorns
fought
at it.
and battled in many, many years.
oh,
A lot of
Jesus.
these don't even know war.
Right, about
Well-
while your people go and collect that, about that reward we were talking about.
Oh yes, we do not have gold. We can offer services like stay. But we do not have much gold. We do not trade.
What
I'm
about
sorry I lied to you,
alcohol?
sir.
I'm gonna channel fire into my hands.
There is no
Do you
need
have
for that.
alcohol? Soda?
I can offer you many services.
I'm gonna bring it closer to him.
Sorry. I thought we were friends.
You need to stop talking right now before I incinerate every little feather on your body. You are
He-
lucky that I'm trying to be a better person, and I'll put the fire away.
He gulped.
This one is free. But the next time, do not lie to me.
Of course.
Well, where's the booze at?
I maybe you didn't hear me, but I said, I don't know if you guys are actually capable of compensating us, but I was willing to do it for free. Lying to me, though, that isn't acceptable.
You would not have done it for free.
I
Would you?
would have. I would have.
Well, that is my apologies then. I should have been upfront with you. You are completely
I'll put
correct.
I'll put the fire back in my hands. You're right. You shouldn't have.
He's going crazy. He's going crazy. Someone stop this man.
I'll singe his beak a little bit and then make the fire disappear. That's a
He
reminder.
he winces a little bit as you do this. Deserved.
And I will just walk into the village.
Would
Can I
like
look
to
at
say,
Kondar?
leaving the gluttonous guy alone with the corpse. You know he's eating it right
Kondar.
now.
I mean, I'm not eating it. I'm not. Fate's not gonna touch it, so he doesn't care.
I would just like to look at Kondar. Are you really gonna lead these people? Do you want to?
I mean, dude, I can't leave myself. And we don't even know if we can extend my life, so you guys might not even have me past, like, the
But-
next couple
but-
years.
Think of the harem.
You're right, but I'm a hermaphrodite, so...
Kandar, I don't know if you remember, but your life has already been extended. But you are currently the only
We
one that
do,
knows
but
that
we don't
out of
know
all
how
of them.
much.
Correct.
Isn't it like
You were never
30
given a
years?
time. No, he was never
No.
given a time frame.
Oh,
So while it was a success, it could still happen any point.
Correct. Because it also only extends your time period from what age you are, and you are already 29. You're already almost at max lifespan to begin with. So even though they prolonged your life, it's not like they're starting from 0. They're starting from 29. So you're already aged.
you're an old guy.
So the Aarakocra all leave the village and bring back the troll. This does take a matter of a couple hours because they are moving something extremely large, and there are a ton of trees in the way. But they dissect him piece by piece and take a leg, take a couple arms, and then take his torso, his head, and his other leg.
You guys are savages.
They're like ants.
One
Yeah,
of those
exactly.
legs is mine.
Yes, I do agree. The man has already called the heart and one of the legs. Everything else is fair game, though.
And while
And
I was
you-
waiting, I ate his tongue in his eyes.
Interesting. You watch as the Aarakocra begin digging in. I'm assuming, Fate, you're just kind of sitting off next to the fire on your own.
I'm not even near the fire. I'm reading away from everyone.
Okay.
Oh, can I
And
go
you got the thing
to
about, you know-
Riley? I
Yes, you
guess
can
I'm
go
to
to
tell
Fate.
Riley,
The thing about carrion
but it's gonna be
eaters,
private.
for the most part, don't usually start with the asshole.
Okay. Can I take Fate to a different chat real quick?
Kondar, you're welcome to join me with my leg.
I'll take a leg. I don't like eating ass.
So
Or
before
do you want to be there too?
Akai and Fate, you guys have your conversation. This is going to be the end of the session.
Okay.
And before anyone leaves, I do want to quickly mention Howard is starting a villain campaign. If anyone would like to join that, please make sure you tell him, like, ASAP, like before Wednesday, because we would like to start it this week. We need to figure out whoever joins, because we also need to figure out a day and a time. The 2 days that are proposed as of right now are Wednesday and Sunday, but we're open to whatever, depending on how many people and who joins. The campaign is only going to last maybe 10 weeks, like 10 episodes, I guess you could call it.
Sessions.
That's really all it's going to be. But it's going to be small, it's going to be fun, it's going to be a different outlook, because it's going to be the polar opposite of what we're doing right now.
What are the times if we do it Wednesday?
That is
or Sunday?
completely open to whoever joins. It all depends on who's joining, and then we can have an open discussion as a group on whoever joins on what time we want to do it at what day. Because I would assume not everyone is going to join. So whoever
Okay.
doesn't join is completely okay with not joining, but whoever does want to join, we just need to figure out a date and a time because we want to start it this week. No ifs, ands, or buts, because we've been wanting to do it, but it's been postponed because as much as we've been reaching out, we haven't heard any feedback. So please let us know if you want to join by Wednesday at the latest, and then
What I
we will
can
figure out
say
a date
is-
and a time.
If I join, it would have to be on a Wednesday for me to participate. But I'll prepare myself to join.
Everybody else was waiting to make
I
sure that
don't-
we were all good.
I don't know why my mic just disconnected, but yes, that's all I wanted to say real quick is just if you're planning on joining, let us know please so we can figure it out. Outside of that, that's going to be the end of the session. I appreciate everyone's time. Sorry about the last 2 weeks. I've literally been working like 14 hours the last fucking Saturday, Sunday, and this is the first Sunday I've had time to actually do myself. So, appreciate everyone's
Take
patience.
yourself.
Yeah,
Is it because you're
I
a
did.
manager or like?
Yes, I have no choice. I'm
Oh.
salaried, so if I get told I have to work something, I have to work it, and I don't get paid for it.
Oh,
But
that's
my store manager's pretty cool, so he gives me other days off, just not Sunday. So,
wow.
but yeah, it's been a busy week at work, snow season, and people want snow tires, and it's been busy. So, appreciate everyone's
Oh, you
time.
work at the
Auto Care Center.
yeah.
Fate and Akai, you can do your little thing real quick in a second. I'll move you to the Hidden Secrets chat. Or if you want to just move
Alright.
yourself, that's fine. And I
We
will
can
see
move
you all
ourselves.
either next week or sometime later this week if you decide to join the villain session. So, other than that,
Justin, you planning on playing Phasmo?
I will play with you guys in like 30 minutes. Not well, in like 10 minutes if you want actually. If you guys want to play.
Justin?
Tell Fate. Oh yeah, yeah.
There he is.
I'd like to walk up to Fate and I don't know. Do you remember what I said in when we were going with? Oh, that's not okay. Yeah, no, that's not part of the story.
What?
So this has to stay between me and you.
Okay.
I made a blood pact.
Just 1 second. I'm choking on a toast.
Did you say toast?
yes. Yes.
He's choking on a toe from the troll that he's eating.
Oh,
Um. Right. You said that you made a pact with death, didn't you?
yep. I didn't know if that was relevant to the story.
It was. Everything that
Okay.
happened with the Ein's dream was real.
Okay. But when I'm gonna try to use him to my advantage, but I'll have to do some stuff by myself. Whatever
Be
he wants.
specific. What do you mean?
So he tells me what to do and I do it, and he'll let me see my family again.
You are messing with natural forces here, Akai. You should let your family rest. You want to know why I didn't really have much to say to Ainz when we were speaking to him?
Why?
Because I hate necromancy. I believe the dead
Well,
should be left to rest. It would be disturbing them. And who knows what would happen afterwards. You could be permanently messing with their souls in ways you do not comprehend.
but if I can make everything, I have a plan. It's a little bit down the road though.
You must not trust anything that the Reaper says.
There could be other ways, but it hasn't been set in motion yet.
But you're being very cryptic, which has me very disturbed.
At the outpost, I plan on killing everybody there.
No, you will not. Despite the fact that some of them may be, not the nicest. They are innocent people, or just doing what they have been ordered to do. Some of them may have zero idea what their real purpose is. Some of them have families to go back to, just like yours. Is your goal to do
Mine?
what was done to you?
What do you mean mine? Was lost a while ago.
Exactly. So your whole idea is to strip someone of their father or mother?
Well, it'll all come to it will come to everybody one day.
Right. I won't let you do it. They are innocents.
I'll think about it. And plus,
There will be no thinking. You won't do it. Otherwise, I'll make sure this entire group stops you.
well, if you say that like that, I could just always let Death have this fun once again.
You were an idiot for making a pact to begin with.
Well, I'm
I don't
planning him to
think you
use.
realize what a pact like this could entail.
I'll listen to this. I can make him fight for a good cause.
You cannot make him fight for a good cause. You
Well,
can try, but he is far more powerful than any of us.
well, that's why we're gonna fight fire with fire.
You are a moron. I hope you know that.
Well,
The path you are walking is not a good one. I can already sense darkness enveloping you. Your soul is damaged, Sakai. Tell me, in the afterlife, would you like to be with your family?
no, actually,
You are no longer a Kai, are you?
I couldn't save them, so why would I face them again? I
That is
lost my
how the
honor,
other world
my
works.
dignity. I lost it all during that day.
I want you to listen to me very carefully. You see this eye? This eye
Yeah.
has caused me much pain throughout my life. Cursed children are considered to be people inhabited by devils. In fact, I myself gained a nickname as the Mirage Devil through a particularly brutal time when I used any means necessary to complete my mission. My missions usually involved killing some monster. I believed it to be, fighting fire with fire. Whatever I needed to do, I would do it. You know what that left? Nothing. There was no happiness to be found, no redemption, just more and more pain. Fighting fire with fire leaves the whole world burned.
So if that means burning the world for the best in your, let's say, I had to kill for the best for everybody.
But it wouldn't
Would
be
that
the
still
best
make
for
me insane?
everybody. I can't fault
Would
you
I
for doing
still?
what you think is right or what you think is necessary, because again, I try to do the same. That's why I'm trying to do a better way. Clearly, I still got a ways to go. Trying to fix my past wrongs, be better than how I used to be. But you are just jumping further and further into the darkness, and I implore you to not jump any further.
Well, as they say, some people dance with the devil.
And as I just
So,
told you, my kind basically are the devils, and we're not the ones you want to dance with.
why do you stay alive? Explain that to me. Is it for money?
No.
I have nothing. My family, gone.
Yeah.
My village, ransacked.
At least you
Set on
had a
fire.
family
Because
to
of you.
lose. Because of me.
You wanted to set it off. You wanted to set that big bomb. You didn't know how many people. You could have killed the people that I knew.
Are you talking about the wall of fire? You realize I had complete control over that, right? Your home wasn't burned, it was destroyed by the giant skeleton. The new one, anyway.
Shut up.
You're the one who needs to shut up. You have no idea what you are doing. You have zero understanding of supernatural or arcane natures.
I
World
don't.
is far more
I just want to see
complicated
my
than you.
family again. I will kill anybody.
But you'll never get to see them again. Because you are basically sending yourself to hell.
Fine. But
For at
remember, we
least
all
some
have
of us.
blood on our hands.
Yes, but
Even
some of
you.
us are.
I
Some of
will
us.
see you there
Yeah, some of
when
us
we
are
do
willing to
that.
scrub a lot harder than others. I have been scrubbing for quite some time now. Your hands get bloodier.
Do you know how it feels to lose everybody? You
No,
thinking
you know
everyone's
why?
dead?
Because I never had anybody. I was abandoned as a child, and for most of my life I took care of myself. And then when I finally had a family, finally had someone take care of me, they were murdered in front of me. But you know what I did? I tried everything I could to honor that person's memory. That's why I'm trying to become a teacher, someone who does better and does good for people. Because that's what my master would have wanted.
I had nobody. I don't think you understand. You got a
Just,
family, yes, and you watch them get
I had
slaughtered.
one person. One person
And
in my
remember,
entire life who looked out for me.
the dark never fades.
It does. I
Nah,
almost summoned the book to my hands. My book that I got from Heimdall.
Very well.
It does fade. This book that was given to me by the God of Light is proof of that. I am one of the most sinned people on the planet, but still, he was willing to give me a chance to do better. I hope that
you're,
someday you can do better.
you're God. I don't believe.
You don't have to.
Listen, we all have blood on our hands no matter how hard you scrub. Now, how bad you want it off. It will never fade. It will never clean.
I don't believe that to be true. Our sins
Wake
are
up
always with us.
reality.
Our sins are always with
You
us.
need to realize that the blood never fades.
No, it does. But you don't want it to because you're afraid that if it does, then every other thing that you have done will have been for nothing. Go enjoy yourself for the night.
Well, I have a
This
question.
conversation is over, okay?
No, it's not. Tell me about your true self, the devil. How about that?
Cursed children are only part devil. And it's not my true self. It's a part of me, yes, but it does not have to define me. I won't let it.
I lost it all.
So did I. But I'm not willing to let my losses affect the whole world. And then I'll walk off.
Fine. Keep it that way.
Good RP.
Very good.
Dude,
I
that was good.
That was
Good
amazing.
job, dude. That was good. Good job, dude.
Now
Very
that
interesting.
is how you roleplay.